Hey guys, Alex975 here today, and in today's video I'm going to be making a prediction video for Invincible Season 2 Episode 4 and a review of Season 2 Episode 3. So this episode has just been very impactful. It's obviously been probably the biggest episode so far, probably not my favorite one because it had a bit of a slow start in my opinion, but it was actually a very good ending with obviously Omn-Man showing up. So obviously there is spoilers, but if you clicked on this video, I feel like it was your own fault if you weren't expecting spoilers. So yeah, Seth Rogen's character Alan the Alien had a pretty much a good 50% of the episode towards his character, and I think it was a good origin story, very short, simple, but his character dies in the end, and it was pretty anticlimactic because he just had like 20 minutes to himself. We got to know the character, connected with him, and then he just dies. So I think that obviously means that he's going to be revived. Now I do know that he was on life support or whatever at the end, and then the plug got pulled by his leader or whatever, but I think that just shows that his leader is a traitor, which it was so obvious. I completely expected that, and I think a lot of you will, because it's just become cliche. The guy who tells you that there's a traitor among us is actually the traitor. But yeah, Alan the Alien, I don't think this is the end for him. Keep in mind I haven't read any of the comics, so I don't know if he actually comes back to life or not, but I think he will come back stronger than before, and I think he will be able to kill maybe one Viltrumite at a time, which may not seem like a big upgrade, but it is a pretty big upgrade. I think he'll be in similar power to Invincible, and that is why that whole episode, I think it would be completely stupid if they made an origin story to him and then he dies. Although the one good thing about that would be shock value, but the one problem with shock value is I wasn't really shocked when he died. It was more like I'm expecting him to come back. So if he doesn't come back, it's just kind of like, oh hey, yeah, Alan the Alien actually died. Oh, that's kind of shocking. But it doesn't have that big of an impact on it because the character isn't that big yet. So I do think that Alan the Alien will come back to life, and I think he'll have a very important part in Invincible. So yeah, that's my prediction for him. I think a lot of people will agree with that. I think he will come back stronger than ever. I don't know. I think he will probably come together and work with Invincible. But he might want to go more for the revenge route, and Invincible might want to go for more of the peaceful route. We've also seen that Invincible, this was kind of shocking to me. It was only a little thing, but the fact that Mark hesitated to help the Fly people at the start, he didn't know obviously at the time that Omn-Man was leading them or whatever, but these were people in a crisis, 42 billion population, and I didn't know they were 42 billion, but if it's a planet, you're pretty sure it's a couple billion. And his friend, I forget his name, sorry, he had to tell him to basically go and I'll cover your classes, but Mark was, because of a few classes, he was going to let an entire civilization die, which is kind of weird to me. Mark didn't really, he gave a bit of a, thinking in his head, but he didn't really hesitate to say no, which was a bit weird to me because it was a bit too selfish. And then when Cecil started arguing with him, I was kind of mad at Cecil there, because you were like that's kind of stupid by Cecil. Obviously you want to help people, but then you got to think from Cecil's point of view, and it's actually right because it turns out Omn-Man was behind it, but Cecil is very wary, and there's always something with that, and I was convinced that it wasn't going to be Omn-Man. I was convinced that it was just a trap. Now, when they said our leader and they made a big dramatic thing about it, I was pretty sure it was Omn-Man. But yeah, when Omn-Man came in, this is the big prediction now. Omn-Man, I don't think, even though it kind of presented it, I can't really remember, but he had an outfit on that made him sort of seem like a peaceful person. I know that might not have been how they were trying to portray it and how you might saw it, but I saw it as he looked kind of peaceful, now he was a peacekeeper and all this, and I don't believe that's what he might put on that facade, but I think that Omn-Man is leading these people by, he probably killed an enemy and now he's kind of leading them like they're his slaves or whatever. I do not think Omn-Man has changed into a peaceful dweller or anything. It would be so stupid writing for the really good writers at Invincible. It would be so weird. So I don't know what angle they're going to go at, but I do feel like Omni-Man will be evil. Now, I know that will be, it's not really a prediction, because that's more just kind of, it's a 50-50 chance he'll either be good now or bad now, but I feel like he's going to stick to his way, because there was no real reason. He didn't kill Mark because he was his son, but that doesn't mean he changes his whole ways. Now, maybe he might go against the Viltrumites because they're going to try kill him, but maybe there'll be a moment where he's helping Mark try kill the Viltrumites, and then the Viltrumites convince him to come back, and then he comes back to join them and double-cross Mark. But I don't really know. I just don't think Omni-Man has become a peaceful dweller. Now, I might be completely wrong, or it might be presented like he's like that, and then he obviously is still Omni-Man. But yeah, I'm really happy that they got Omni-Man back, but I've always been thinking, how would Omni-Man come back? And this does seem like he's going to come back as like this guy who's changed his ways, which, unless he's hiding something, but I don't know why he'd be hiding something from his son who knows completely what he did. Then I don't know how they're going to do it, but I'm really excited to see what angle they hit it at. I really hope they don't ruin this, because it's really a hard angle to go by, because he left to a different planet, and right now he's either a tyrant or a peace dweller. But if he's a tyrant, why would he be showing Mark? That's just getting Mark on his bad side again. So I don't really, and he's definitely not calling Mark up to kill him. That's just stupid. Obviously he could just go down and kill him, but also he wouldn't kill his son if he didn't kill him just there. So yeah, that's all my predictions for today's video. I know I said I would rate the episode a bit, but yeah, basically the episode was really good. It had some I liked Alan the alien story, and Mark's story was obviously very slow and it was very slow episode. But I did like Alan the alien's introduction. I would say that the reveal of Omni-Man increased this episode to around the 7 or 8 out of 10, but it definitely isn't the best episode so far, but it seems like it's building up to really good episodes. So I'm really excited to see what comes out this weekend on Invincible, and hopefully I'll be able to make a review this Sunday rather than Tuesday like I am today, because I wanted to release this earlier, but I just didn't have the time to. So yeah, that's all for today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.